Welcome to the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Wednesday, February 3rd. Over the last 2 weeks, we've seen precipitation move across the southern two-thirds of the Great Basin. Some bigger storms brought above normal precipitation to the Sierra, into parts of western and southern Nevada, and over parts of Utah, especially in the higher terrain, over the last week. Looking at our new snowfall over the last 72 hours, we've had some light new snowfall in the higher Sierra, up to about 6 to 10 inches over the last few days. And then also over central and eastern Idaho into Wyoming and far northern Nevada, there's been some new snowfall. This storm system is moving south today, so we will see some new snowfall into especially the higher terrain of Utah, but also into some of the valley locations as that cold front moves through. But even some of the bigger storms we saw last week that brought multiple feet of snow in the Sierra still has not really improved our snowpack enough to bring it to normal. We're still seeing below normal snowpack across the Great Basin, with the largest deficit being seen into parts of Utah, and we're seeing near normal conditions a little bit further north up into central Idaho. But we are expecting more snowfall, especially in the higher terrain, coming over the next 7 to 10 days. Looking at our satellite image from this morning, our next storm system is located over central Idaho, and this will continue moving south and east, pushing another round of snow again for Utah, and also for some areas of northern Nevada. We're also seeing some breezy conditions continue ahead of this storm system across much of Nevada and Utah this morning. Looking at our weather pattern for later today, that storm system will move to the south and east as we move through this afternoon, again pushing most of the snowfall into northern and eastern areas of the Great Basin with drier conditions, but still breezy winds shifting to the north over western areas. Therefore, we will see good dispersion generally region-wide today with those gusty winds. Looking at our wind pattern for this afternoon, you can see again the gusty winds gusting mainly in the 30s across much of Nevada and Utah, but we will see some gusts into the 40s and also some wind gusts in far southern Nevada, especially in the higher terrain, and in the Arizona Strip, along with the Sierra, seeing wind gusts above 40 or 50 miles per hour. We will see mixing heights in the moderate range today. As we move into Thursday, we will see a return of dry northwest flow. We may still see some lingering clouds or showers in the far north, but for the most part we will see a quieter day weather-wise, but again still seeing some breezy northwest winds. So we will see dispersion still be fairly good, especially over the eastern half of the Great Basin, and then a little bit closer to that ridge of high pressure along the west coast, winds will start to decrease over western areas with poor dispersion. So on Thursday, you can see the gusty winds, not quite as strong as what we'll see today, but gusts certainly in the 30s or even above 40 miles per hour along the ridges in Utah and Wyoming on Thursday, and then mixing heights remaining low in the west and moderate in the east. On Friday, we will see another cold front drop south into the northern Rockies and the northern plains. It may clip parts of northern and eastern areas of the Great Basin for a few light showers or certainly a little bit of cloud cover. Otherwise, drier conditions near that ridge of high pressure will continue over western areas with sunnier skies. Dispersion will remain moderate to high over the eastern half of the Great Basin. As that next storm system drops south, we will see another round of some gusty winds, gusty northerly to northwesterly winds over eastern areas. And you can see that wind pattern on Friday, very similar to what we'll see today, but winds a little bit stronger and a little bit more widespread across Idaho, Utah, and then even into eastern Nevada and of course Wyoming. Western Nevada and the Sierra will again see lighter winds on Friday with poor dispersion. Looking at the forecast clearing index for Utah for the next few days, you can see how the clearing indices increase more dramatically on Thursday and Friday with those increased winds. But even today will remain very high again with those gusty winds, but will remain in the moderate to high range Thursday and Friday. Forecast amounts of precipitation are shown here. You can see the highest amounts today will be in the higher terrain of Utah, up into Wyoming and eastern Idaho, with lesser amounts further west into Idaho and into northeast Nevada. As we move through the weekend, we will see quieter conditions on Sunday, but still possibly some remaining clouds or even light showers through the weekend over central Idaho into Wyoming, kind of on the heels of these systems moving by to the east. And we will see those gusty northwest winds continue, at least in some breezy fashion, to keep dispersion a little bit higher over Utah, Wyoming, and Idaho on Saturday. Sunday, similar conditions, still that ridge of high pressure dominating the west, areas in the far north getting clipped by these systems to the east, so again, mainly some cloud cover, but couldn't rule out some light snow showers. As we move into Monday, we will see another round of storms move through the Great Basin from Monday through Wednesday next week, bringing another round of precipitation really to many areas, starting on Monday and then continuing on Tuesday and into Wednesday. Precipitation, we will see precipitation really to all areas of the Great Basin with this next storm system yet again on Monday and Tuesday. Heaviest amounts will be located into the Sierra, and then also we will see some precipitation move through southern areas, again in areas that really need the precipitation, but even some lighter precipitation up into central Idaho. The 8 to 14 day outlook taking us into the second week of February from February 10th through the 16th. You are seeing generally cooler conditions expected in the north with warmer and drier conditions in the south. So we will see again a return to more of a typical La Nina pattern where storm systems move across the northern tier of the U.S., bringing cooler conditions and precipitation, and we see that drier and warmer pattern in the south. That concludes our webcast for today. Check back on Friday for the latest updates.